Hey, it's Gino here from realeverydayenglish.com. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a beautifully sunny day here in the north of England, so I'm going to take a walk. Why don't you come with me and I'll teach you some vocabulary. Let's go. Okay, so before I go out walking, the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to lock up, and the phrasal verb lock up means to, in this context, it's got a few different meanings, but in this particular context that I'm showing you now, it means to fasten all the doors on a building using a key. So basically to lock all the doors. And you'll often hear people ask each other the question, have you locked up? Did you lock up? And it means, have you locked all the doors on the house or building? So I've only been walking for a few minutes, and already I can feel my head starting to burn from the sun. So I'm going to put on my hat, and this particular kind of hat is called a baseball cap. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last few videos I've been trying to talk more in my normal accent and not speak as slow and as clear as I normally do, so to give you a better feel of how people in this area of England actually speak. Let me know if you noticed a difference in the comments below, and let me know if you like it or if you want me to revert back to the more clear and more slow way of speaking in the previous videos. So you can see here we've got a couple of geese, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the geese and the ducks, and the verb to feed means to give food to. So I'm feeding the geese and the ducks. Right, okay, I've finished feeding the ducks, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my rubbish into the bin, because I'm not a litterbug, and a litterbug is a person who just throws the rubbish onto the floor and doesn't have any consideration for the environment. But I'm not a litterbug, so I'm going to throw my rubbish into the bin. Okay, so you can see here we've got a bridge, and as I walk under the bridge, you'll see on the wall here that we have what we call graffiti. And graffiti is drawings or writing on a wall or other surface in a public place. So underneath the bridge, there is lots of graffiti. So the next word I want to teach you is the word shade, and it has a few different meanings, but in this context it means an area of cool or dark which is sheltered from direct sunlight. So here where I am right now, I'm in the direct sunlight, but if I've had enough of being in the sun, then I might want to go in the shade for a little bit. So if I want to go in the shade, I'll go underneath the bridge. Hi mate. And you can see that now I'm not in the direct sunlight, and we would express this as an area of shade. So now I'm walking along the side of the canal, and this is the canal here. The canal is the waterway. And the difference between a canal and a river is that a canal is a artificial waterway, so it's man-made, it's made by man. And the reason that these were made in the olden days was to transport goods during the Industrial Revolution. So this is a canal, and the difference between this and a river is that this is man-made. It's a beautiful day today, it really is. I'm not sure if you can hear, but if you listen, can you hear the birds tweeting? When the birds tweet, it means the birds are singing, and we use the word tweeting to describe that. But the other vocabulary point I wanted to teach you is, although it's very hot and the sun's high in the sky, there's still what we call a light breeze or a breeze. And a breeze is a very soft wind. So I'm now walking right along the canal bank. This is the canal bank. It's right at the edge. And I need to be careful that I don't fall in. And to fall in means to basically fall into the water. So here I have quite a large stone. And if I throw the stone into the water, it will make a splash. Splash. And we use the word splash to describe the sound of the water when the stone enters it. It also describes the movement of the water, and we can also use the word splash as a verb. So For example, if you're in a swimming pool with someone else and you throw water onto them, we would describe that as you were splashing the other person. I've just realised that I keep slipping back into speaking really slowly and really clearly. This is going to take some work, but I think it'll be better for you guys in the long run if I can just speak like I normally do in everyday conversations, because it'll improve your listening, and also you'll have a better understanding of how people here actually talk. I just wanted to capture this little bit of scenery right here. It's absolutely beautiful. If you ever come to England in the summer, make sure you come for a walk down the canal. So what we have here is a Canal Birch. This thing right here. And a Canal Birch is a long, thin boat which is designed for travelling on the canal. Now, in a second I want to get over to the other side of the canal, over there. And what I'm going to need to do that is to cross this bridge. So I'm going to need to cross the bridge. And we use the word cross to describe moving from one side to another of a bridge. So the green leaves you can see here floating on the water, we call these lily pads. And generally you find a lot of frogs and toads living in and amongst the lily pads, because they like to sit on top of them and sunbathe. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. I certainly enjoyed showing you this vocabulary and showing you some of the local scenery close to where I live. So I'm going to go back home and get a drink because I'm absolutely dehydrated now. So have a good weekend, and I'll see you people in the next video. Ciao, much love.